I woke up to 29 FBI agents swarming, completely surrounding my home, 17 vehicles in the front yard, two armored vehicles. I live on a canal, two amphibious units with frogmen in the back, the house completely surrounded by
Really?
agents in SWAT gear, wearing vision goggles,
And some
and
CNN
carrying
cameras.
assault weapons. I'm 66 years old. I do not own a gun. There are no guns in the house. I don't have a valid passport. And the idea that I was going to flee is disproved by the fact that the judge granted me bond on my signature, which they don't do if they think you're a flight risk. The idea that I would destroy evidence, I've been under investigation for 2 years.
Yep.
I've destroyed nothing, but if I were going to destroy evidence, why would I have waited till last Thursday? This is like a Soviet show trial in a way. It's meant to poison the jury pool, to depict me as public enemy number one. They sent fewer men to go get Bin Laden. They used a smaller strike force to take down El Chapo. They're treating me like I'm Pablo Escobar to try to put a black hat on me with the public before I've even had a fair trial, if I can get a fair trial in the District of Columbia. And then I have Jake Tapper saying, well, maybe Roger Stone will enjoy prison. That is really beyond the pale.
So, Roger, you told Tucker last week that you did not have communications with the president about WikiLeaks, as some people have alleged. The indictment says there are multiple senior Trump campaign officials that you were allegedly in contact with about that. Are you saying that that never happened? There's no senior Trump campaign official?
That is correct. That's categorically false. Now, if Steve Bannon wants to perjure himself on the stand, my lawyers will prove that he's lying. I understand he has animus. I urged the president to fire him. I wrote it to the Daily Caller. That piece got picked up by Drudge. So I guess Steve has a bit of a grudge, but it's a lie. It's what we call bullshit, and I'll prove that. My exchange of emails with Steve Bannon about WikiLeaks is innocuous. He asked me about a public event, and I responded with two things that were in that morning's news, that Assange was concerned about his personal safety, reported by The Guardian, and that Assange planned weekly releases every week from October 1st until the election, reported 5 hours earlier by Politico. So the implication that he was given anything from WikiLeaks is absurd, just incorrect. There's nothing to support that. This is a highly fabricated indictment. You would know it by reading the New York Times. I must tell you, in the 50 years I've been in American politics, and I've seen a lot, the New York Times coverage is the most slanted, the most biased, the most vicious, the most fraudulent, the most inaccurate reporting that I have ever seen in a newspaper in America.
Roger, I saw you step out of the courthouse along with the rest of the country on Friday, flashing Richard Nixon's infamous outstretched peace salute, the V salute. Is there any part of you that's enjoying this?
No, none whatsoever. The idea that I'm relishing this is false. But you have to show that you're not going to buckle against this torrent of fake news and this torrent of government abuse. Comey, Clapper, Brennan, McCabe, Hillary Clinton themselves, these people all lied to Congress about meaningful matters. To the extent that I made errors in my testimony, they're honest errors of memory, and as I will prove, they're immaterial. There's nothing. I have nothing to hide, so I didn't mean to hide anything. But I have a million emails. If I forgot one of them, let's see if the email's consequential. If it's material, it's not. I think people understand that I admire Richard Nixon, who did many great things and made many great mistakes, for his resilience, for his persistence, for the fact that he was able to come back from great adversity.
So Roger, in the indictments, as you just mentioned this, much of it is just about the idea that you lied to investigators, and that's what they're trying to charge you with. And the critics are saying, why would you lie at all if there wasn't even a hint of collusion involved?
Well, first of all, I never interviewed by investigators. So when talking heads on CNN say Stone lied to the FBI, I never spoke to the FBI, just to show you what their level of accuracy is. No, the allegations are that I was less than truthful before my House Intelligence Committee hearing. Adam Schiff and Eric Swallowswell have been beating this drum for a year. I will put both of them on the stand in my trial, along with other members of Congress were there. I have the right to do that. And I'll demonstrate that they were the ones who lied in my hearing. For example, when Adam Schiff said the FBI did inspect the DNC computer servers.
Yeah, sir. About your defense fund, how one of the things that we've heard is that you have been you are broke because of the legal fees that you've incurred from this battle already. Do you have the funds to sustain your not guilty plea here?
Well, I have to raise them. I mean, the point is there have been insidious leaks about me from the special counsel's office for 2 years. When people read every Tuesday that you're about to be indicted, it has dried up my small consulting firm. I lost my health and life insurance in December because I could no longer pay the premiums. I had to sell my car. I had a small fund I put aside from the generated from my book sales. I've written 5 books, 2 of them New York Times bestsellers. Although Facebook censorship campaign has made it very difficult now for me to sell my books because that was the main vehicle through targeted advertising. Anything I post now for paid promotion is rejected as inappropriate content. Even a book about how men should dress, that's inappropriate, Stone's rules. So, yes, it has been very rough on my family financially. They seek to crush me like they did Mike Flynn so that you then plead guilty to something you didn't do. That's why I have had to appeal to the public to go to stonedefensefund.com. And the public appears to be responding.
Roger, before we let you go, there was an associate of a Trump campaign official, according to the indictment, who told you, quote, "well done" after the WikiLeaks release. Who was that person?
I'm completely and totally unfamiliar with that. I had no role in coordinating the WikiLeaks releases. Maybe he was referring to Assange doing a good job, but I had no communication with them beyond the limited communication which I reported to the House Intelligence Committee. The headline in the New York Times, "Clear ties to WikiLeaks." False. No ties to WikiLeaks. Don't believe everything you read in this indictment. It is fabricated, manufactured, and in some cases ridiculous.
All right, Roger Stone, thank you. Really appreciate your time this morning, sir.
Appreciate being here.